All right, so we are now going to move on to examining the graph of f of x equals 1 over x minus h, where h equals 7. So after you're creating a function, after creating a function, go to the next page in your notebook, whatever it ended up being, and you're going to title this page Function Investigation. So pause the video here while you set up your notebook, and whatever your next blank page is, title it, write your page number and title it Function Investigation. When you're finished, go ahead and keep the video playing. Okay, so we're going to look at a very specific function today, which I would like for you to write down. The function is f of x equals 1 over x minus h. Let me make this a little bigger. Where h is a constant, okay? So we're going to determine what h is. We're going to go ahead and set h. X, again, is your input. F of x is your output. So if I put in some kind of value for x, I should get out some kind of output, f of x, okay? So we're going to look at this function. So let's say, for example, number 1, we're going to let h equals 7, okay? So your function becomes 1 over x minus 7, because we're saying h is 7. So I'm going to go ahead and let you write this down. Pause the video to make sure you write this down, and then when you're finished, you can keep the video playing. All right, so a couple of things. I want you to notice that your function is 1 divided by x minus 7. So this fraction means divided by. So really you're saying you're going to take 1 divided by x minus 7, whatever x is. So we're going to create a table of values for this function. So a table of values, okay? So we're going to go ahead and make our table. And it's going to be 2 rows, again, with an input and an output. And then we'll do, let's say, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns, okay? So there's our input, which is our x, and there's our output, which is our f of x, okay? So go ahead and take some, let me give you your input values first. Your input values are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.2, 6.6, 6.8, 6.9. Sorry, actually, let's add one more. 6.99, and then another one, 7. Okay, so go ahead, create this table in your notebook. Pause the video while you create this table, and then keep the video playing when you're finished. Okay, so now that you have your inputs, you're going to plug them into your function to find your output. So for example, I'll do the first one for you. As you can see, we're looking at f of x equals 1 divided by x minus 7, 1 over x minus 7. The first input is 1, that's our first x. So f of 1 is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 7, right? I replace x with 1 because that's what I'm saying x is. So this becomes, let's do another 1 over 1 minus 7 is negative 6. So our first value is negative 1 over 6. If I put this in my calculator, it is approximately negative 0.17, or negative, I'm rounding up, right? Negative 0.17. So this is approximately negative 0.17, okay? So in my output, I'm going to put negative 1/6, or approximately equal to negative 0.17. Okay, make this a little smaller. Okay, so whenever my input is 1, my output is negative 1/6. Okay, so I'm going to do the next one, and then I would like for you to try and fill in the rest of these tables. Feel free to use your calculators, your phone calculators, or Google Calculator if you want to. And I would say try to find a decimal approximation for your outputs. So I'll do the second one for you. So the second one is f of 2, right? Because now x is equal to 2. So again, our function, so now we're looking at f of 2, which is 1 over 2 minus 7, because now x is equal to 2. This becomes 1 over 2 minus 7 is negative 5. So it is negative 1/6, which is approximately equal to, so it's negative 1/5 in decimal is negative 0.2. So this is equal to negative 0.2. So I'm going to put that here in my output, negative 1/5, which is equal to negative 0.2. Oops. Smaller so it fits. I don't know why. Actually, let's do this. Sorry. Let's just do this. I'm going to put in another equals negative 0.2. There we go. Okay, so go ahead, use the inputs given here to fill out the rest of this table. Replace x, substitute for whatever x is given to find your output f of x. Go ahead, finish the rest of this table, take a photo of your work, and then upload it on DreamSeq.